Section 1 of New Arabian Nights by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to find out how you can volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Don W. Jenkins. The Suicide Club, Chapter 1. Story of the Young Man with the Cream Tarts. During his residence in London, the accomplished Prince Florizel of Bohemia gained the affection of all classes by the seduction of his manner and by a well-considered generosity. He was a remarkable man even by what was known of him, and that was but a small part of what he actually did. Although of a placid temper in ordinary circumstances, and accustomed to take the world with as much philosophy as any ploughman, the Prince of Bohemia was not without a taste for ways of life more adventurous and eccentric than that to which he was destined by his birth. Now and then, when he fell into a low humour, when there was no laughable play to witness in any of the London theatres, and when the season of the year was unsuitable to those field sports in which he excelled all competitors, he would summon his confidant and master of the horse, Colonel Geraldine, and bid him to prepare himself against an evening ramble. The master of the horse was a young officer of a brave and even temerarious disposition. He greeted the news with delight, and hastened to make ready. Long practice and a varied acquaintance of life had given him a singular facility in disguise. He could adapt not only his face and bearing, but his voice and almost his thoughts to those of any rank, character, or nation; and in this way he diverted attention from the Prince, and sometimes gained admission for the pair into strange societies. The civil authorities were never taken into the secret of these adventures. The imperturbable courage of the one, and the ready invention and chivalrous devotion of the other, had brought them through a score of dangerous passes, and they grew in confidence as time went on. One evening in March they were driven by a sharp fall of sleet into an oyster bar in the immediate neighbourhood of Leicester Square. Colonel Geraldine was dressed and painted to represent a person connected with the press in reduced circumstances, while the Prince had, as usual, travestied his appearance by the addition of false whiskers and a pair of large adhesive eyebrows. These lent him a shaggy and weather-beaten air, which for one of his urbanity formed the most impenetrable disguise. Thus equipped, the commander and his satellite sipped their brandy and soda in security. The bar was full of guests, male and female; but though more than one of these offered to fall into talk with our adventurers,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?